Hi everyone, welcome back on the channel. I'm Nicolette and I'm glad to have you around. If you are returning and you are already subscribed, then yeah, you know what to expect here. If you are new here, then please feel free. Just hit subscribe button and then you can come back anytime when I'm posting a new video. But for the newbies, yeah, at the minute I am building Israeli plots for my soon coming playlist, like play, but yeah, at the minute I'm just building plots and bits and bobs. Today's video will be about Mea She'arim, which is a quarter of Jerusalem. If you don't know what is it, it is a quarter which is inhabited by the Hasidic Jewish people. So that is a bit, feels like a ghetto, but it's not in a bad way, but they, because of their like really deep religious rules and everything, they don't really like to have outsiders around, I believe. Even I've watched, like, again, I've done my researches on the area and I've watched videos and I was trying to figure out bits and bobs and everything. So that's how you're gonna see how this build is going to. But yeah, so it is a bit, they are living a bit isolated from other people just to be able to follow their really strict rules. But what you need to know about this video, it's going to be a little bit new because I usually build and furnish up the whole build, but this time this is a first video of a series. Today we're only doing the shell of Mea She'arim and we're gonna go into furnishing in the next couple of videos, I would say. Literally, I'm sorry again because I'm posting delayed, like a week delayed. But guys, this build took me over a week to do and furnish it up, and by the time I was done, Sims collapsed on me and it was just keep carrying on that I have to use the legacy version, so I had to reinstall the whole thing. And I was trying to do the walkthrough for the inside bits and then doors missing, beds missing. So you're gonna see bits and bobs are keep changing within videos to videos. That's what it is. And also on this point, I would like to say that the Bauhaus build, which you can check the video on my channel. It's gonna be on the Israeli build playlist. Rest in peace. It is gone because I have not uploaded it into the gallery, and because I had to reinstall Sims, it's now gone. So if you want to have fun, check it out. Please head homeward to and check that build out once you are done with this one. But yeah, that build won't be actually involved into my playlist. I'm quite sad that I've lost it, but that's what it is. So back to this video because I'm again somewhere away. So we are building Mea She'arim, just like obviously a part of it, not the whole quarter. Even that one was quite a bit of challenge. But what I've seen on most of the photos, that they do have elevation in this area, and I think like more or less whole Jerusalem has some sort of elevation. So yeah, I went with that one. There are lower level streets and there are two streets which are on a higher level, sorry. And as you can see that there are stairs on the road, as well as there is a set of staircase which takes you up to one of the apartments. Now in this area, Mea She'arim, which we're gonna get to not long from this piece, it is like the walls and streets are cluttered. They are heavily cluttered. There are lots of posters, there are lots of advertisements, there are many stuff. So stay here until the end of the video and then you'll be able to enjoy me cluttering, because until now I was keeping more or less the stuff on a minimal level. Now clutter just for you guys for half an hour. All right, so as we got here, let me remind you, like, if you do like this video, then you can go now, literally just go now, because I'm only coloring the walls. Go now and like it. And if you want to stay around and stick around, enjoy my videos in the future, then you can hit the subscribe button. I promise it is totally free, and you can come back anytime. It helps my channel as well, it helps my mood as well, so then I'm carry on working on the builds, and then the play in, let's hope, in the soon future. But yeah, but it helps you as well, because you'll easily find the channel, even you're gonna get recommendations that once I've posted the video. So feel free, subscribe, the big red button, and then let's dive in. So in here, as you can see, that I've created an alleyway. There is also like a back area. I have had some sort of ideas what I'm gonna use the buildings for, and as I said, in the soon future there will be videos of this. I'm saying videos because it ended up like I don't even know how many flats, manufacture, bakeries, etc. I don't want to give out all the surprises, so you have to come back if you are interested in to see what I've ended up building. But yeah, there are lots of stuff. So in here I'm just like creating the road and covering it with, like, obviously like mixed and matched layers, just to have this rough feeling around. And I'm putting this fence up around the area. If you just Google Mea She'arim, and you will see that there are lots of like gators and road closures, etc., just because they want to stay private. They don't really like to mix and match. If you are speaking about the Hasidic Jewishes in Brooklyn, probably there is a really like a huge amount of them, or in London, then it is less of like a segregated area. But I felt like this Mea She'arim is quite a bit closed down, and they prefer to keep themselves just for themselves. Now with the CC, because you know I work with CC, I'm having a little trouble. Like, all the CC doors are now broken with the update, so amazing. I'm not quite sure how to fix them. I have forgotten to remove them before I've updated the game. It's again me, that's how the Bauhaus apartment is gone as well, because I managed to not upload to the gallery. I am a bit hectic on these parts. So yeah, that's what it is. I'm not promising it's gonna change, because it won't. I'm too old to change on those habits, but I'm trying to keep an eye on. So on here, as you can see, that I am placing like little alleys for the doors itself. That's what I've seen on loads of photos, that they actually with these older buildings, they have like small alleys and not directly straight or like walk through the door from the road itself. And in here I've started to roof up the area. It wasn't that big of a challenge, so it went pretty much okay. There were some tricky bits as this one, where I had to go and figure out how it would work. But on this, like these three buildings, I just wanted to keep them as a shop, because obviously there is not a big space in them. So they're gonna end up as shops. But this alleyway area is meant to be like flats and etc. But you will see in the future videos how they've turned up, because I had enormous amount of space. Like, this plot is huge, and the amount of builds and levels which I've added is enormous. So it was exciting to figure out what to fit into them and how to make the roof standing out from each other. But I think in the end it is like, it has the feeling of being a quarter of a city and not just like dumped together houses. So I'm quite happy with that part, how it turned out. But let me know if you would have any other idea, then I can work my way through on it. And also, if you do have any idea or you want me to build something specific like at the minute Israeli, then please just comment below the video and let me know what are your ideas, because I am pretty much running out of ideas, and I do have lots of plots to add, but I'm not quite sure what to do. I will have to build on some point the western wall. It's out of question because it is just what it is. No Israeli thing can go out without having the western wall, but yeah, that's more or less what's in the plans, and I'm not quite sure what else to add. I might well have to add a bit more of the apartments, etc., especially as, you know, the apartment is gone. I will have to build a few. And I was thinking like on the river area, I might add like a few more apartment houses. So then I have this, I believe it is called Rothschild Boulevard from Tel Aviv. So I might well go with those. And here we go, guys. We are actually done with the shell. So if you check 11:45 out of the 30 minutes video, we are done with the shell. And now I am going all in to clutter up the walls, because if you take a look on any photos of Mea She'arim, you're gonna see that there are enormous amounts of stuff on the wall of the houses. So in this build, whatever I found and could have cluttered up the street, I've done it. It's all in. And even you will see like halfway down, as I said, like it was like well over a week, but even in the building it was well over a week. I have purchased a few other packs for Sims, so I had even more clutter, and then I was going around and around and around and around, and literally once I'm furnishing up the whole quarter, you will see sometimes my frame rate drops. It is probably because I went over the edge, just a slightly bit, even a teeny tiny bit over the edge. But I really wanted to have this build turning out how I was imagining it. So in here we just add like pipes and etc. I don't know why I went in and added on to every single house. There is probably a good reason why I've done it, but I hardly would think that there are lots of rain in the area. But let's say they are preparing, and even it's a bit of like a deserted area, then still like you can get that one rain or two a year, I guess, and then it's better to be safe rather than be sorry, isn't it? So on here we are adding more pipes. Those are for like water drainage, not the drainage, but like water, and graffitis. And then I'm adding all these signs and mailboxes, everything what I found, literally everything what I found. On here I'm gonna leave you just to enjoy me cluttering and adding more clutter, and I'll be back with you. I'm back now as I promised, and just wanted to catch up with you. So as you can, I'm hoping you enjoyed this music full cluttering point, but back now in here, because what I wanted to say, I was keep going back and check the photos of the quarter, and I still felt, even after posting 1 million of little clutter and rubbish and whatever around the area, it was still too clean for me. So I have started to see there are lots of balconies and windows, and then fences in front of the windows, but sadly I haven't had any fences to add, so I've just added the balconies to use it as a fence, a gator or something, and that's how it is started to shape up for me. Now it's a little peek for the future. In the meantime, after I finish this build, I found some fences which I can actually put in front of windows, so they've been added on. Frame rate died again. But yeah, so I have started to add more windows in and shaders, because obviously there are lots of sunshine, and more shaders, and made them sure that they are not matching, because that's how I managed to create a bit more of a cluttered feeling. Because if they are all neat and they are matching, then obviously that makes the whole area different. But as you can see, that until now, even if you've seen that I'm back and forward to add more and more, it is because I was adding a bit, checking, comparing it with the inspiration photos, and it was still too clean. Go back, checking again, and add more and more and more, and I was just looking out for any opportunity of adding more clutter. And then when I felt like, good, yeah, we are on somewhere here, and I found empty, literally clean empty walls. And that's how, if you were asking yourself why a build takes up to over a week, that's the reason. Because it was a heavy duty to find and add more. As you can see now, okay, that wall is empty, and that wall is empty as well, because two cracks just does not give back the whole feeling which I had from the photos. So I was just rotating, adding more, go back, cluttering, bit dirt it up, and then go on and on and on. I know I probably could have just stayed with one wall, but that's usually not me, is it? When I found something that I like, I just try to pop it on everywhere, and then it makes more sense for me. But let me know in the comments, how do you prefer to build? Do you prefer to stay in one area, done it, and once it's done, not touching it in the future? Or are you the same as me, that you are finding something and then add that one thing everywhere, and then go back and find something else which excites you? As you can see here, I'm adding even another layer of windows because it was still too plain, and working my way all around just to make sure it is looking as really busy as on the photos. It's not even just the clutter, but when you see a photo of Mea She'arim, my whole feeling was that it is extremely busy, and it's not even that colorful as what you can see on the build. It seems there is no way to do almost just gray, but busy in gray. But that's how Mea She'arim looks like. There are lots of cables hanging around, and all these posters stuffed on the top of each other. Now I've tried that one, but they were glitching out heavily, so I rather just move them around. Now on here, what you can see, I was hunting for litter for the street, and I've managed to find a pack. There was just one pack of CC, which one was actually litter and clutter which goes outside on the road, and I was so glad with them. Even it took me like more than one run to actually find them. I cannot recall now who is the creator, but if you are excited and you want to use this CC pack, please let me know in the comments, and I'm gonna try my best to find the creator and link it to you. So again, a little change. It's again an add-on because I thought I'm done, and then I figured how could I do these fences in front of at least my doors, because as I said, like I could not edit in front of the windows, so I've made cages and then cages and gates and everything. There is I believe it must be security reason why these guys are doing it, and in this area there are lots of these. So I was working like, I can obviously use BB move object just to add the gate, but then I wasn't sure whether it's gonna work, so I've decided to add fence and then add the gate onto a fence. It's made like it will be usable obviously because I'm looking to use this area and I'm not just building it for the look. And here we go, guys, you are welcome. There are lots of clutter which you always ask for, and then please stay around and enjoy the walkthrough of the shell of my Mea She'arim build. I should see you, or actually talk to you guys. Have a nice day. Bye.